back to my channel. I feel like I haven't filmed a sit down video in a very long time. I haven't actually filmed a sit down video in my new uni room yet, so I'm experimenting with this background currently. Let me know if you guys like it and everything like that. But I think we should just get into the video because I am definitely the queen of long intros. Okay, so this week's video, I thought I would do something that is a bit different. I thought I would just sit down and chat to you guys about how to get mentally, physically and emotionally healthy, and just give you guys some tips from what I've been trying to do as being back at uni and kind of this new chapter of my life, and particularly with the coronavirus situation. I thought I'd do a video where I kind of talk about all the things that I've been doing lately to just make sure that I'm healthy in all those different kinds of ways, and also give you guys a bit of advice and hopefully give you guys some inspiration on shifting yourself into a better position emotionally, physically and spiritually. Obviously, I'm not professional in like well-being or something, but these are just some things that I've been trying to focus on and kind of get into my day-to-day life, and it's just definitely really helped me be in such a better position. So let's just get into the video. So the first thing that I found really important for helping me in that mentality, particularly being a uni student now, having to get all my work done and kind of doing a lot of my own kind of led learning and studying, is having a dedicated time for my studying or work. So for me that involves studying as a student, but obviously for people that might be working from home, that is a different thing. So I have a specific routine that I try and stick to every single week. Obviously some weeks it's different, like the last week I had an exam, and I'm going to be doing a vlog which will be up next week, kind of showing you guys how I work as a productive uni student and make sure that I get all my work done. But basically I have set times during the week that I will do certain things. Obviously if I have extra projects to do then I'll put them in, but I try to implement a routine where I get all of my work done and I don't do any uni work past like 5 p.m. I could make myself keep doing uni work for as long as possible, but having that routine implemented just helps me to make sure that I have time where I do my own kind of personal self-care stuff in the evenings and I don't feel like I'm drowning in studies. I also do implement like a break thing, so kind of every hour of work I like to have like a 10-minute break in between. Another thing along the realm of helping yourself get mentally healthy is to have a bunch of things that you like to do that don't involve work and that are just for personal things. For example, I like to have time to myself every day by reading, so I like to read 2 or 3 chapters of any book that I'm currently reading a day, and that just gives me time to mentally recharge and just have that relaxation time. Another thing that I do is journaling. I recently started bullet journaling in August and I really like it. I can kind of reflect on the day and do everything, like colour everything in. Obviously that can look like anything for you guys. It could be any hobbies. I love doing art, as you guys have seen in my videos. I love doing my quotes. I love filming videos, that's a hobby of mine, and just kind of having an implemented routine structure of making sure that you do something that you enjoy that isn't related to your study or work every single day is so important to help just make sure that you are mentally recharging and just mentally healthy. Along the lines of this, it is also so important to make sure that you have a set time for mindfulness, and whatever that looks like, just having some time when you are by yourself just to kind of reflect upon your day, reflect upon how you're feeling. And it's really important to make sure that you do check in with yourself to be mentally healthy. It's something that a lot of the time people do forget, but it's so important to make sure that you do check in with yourself and you do check in to see how you're doing. Another way to help be mentally healthy I've found is having a day or an evening a week of self-care where you just do whatever you want to do that is going to make you feel good. Whether that is doing a face mask, doing a hair mask, painting your nails, watching YouTube videos, watching movies, reading, whatever that looks like for you, whether you want to have a candlelit bath. I found it's definitely very helpful because it does just give you that mental space to kind of recharge and feel better. One thing that I have found so important is to have that mental space in terms of being mentally healthy, because it does just give you that space, especially if you do struggle with mental health. I have experienced a lot of struggles with my anxiety, and I know that having time mentally to reflect, which I've had a lot more time to do this year at uni, has just benefited me so much more. Another thing that's helpful is obviously getting fresh air regularly. I find that if I don't go out throughout the day, I find that if I don't get out for a few days, then I do just feel like I'm going stir crazy, and I just don't feel like I'm doing good mentally. But it is obviously really difficult, and then obviously with the new lockdown restrictions coming up, then obviously there is limitations of what you can do, but try and get some fresh air. And then also social interaction has definitely been really helpful for me in the realm of getting mentally healthy. Obviously with the new lockdown potentially coming up, then that's obviously going to be very difficult, but if you're living with people in your house that you can talk to, or just FaceTiming people, it's just very helpful. I know definitely if I'm having a day where I'm really struggling mentally, or I'm just feeling like I'm just really not in a mentally healthy position, the thing that I do is I pick up the phone and I call someone and I FaceTime them, or I try and see someone and try and meet with someone who I know that is going to be helpful in that way. Another way I found that is helpful for getting mentally healthy is to do digital detoxes. Now this is something that I feel like isn't spoken about enough. Jess Conti, one of the YouTubers that I absolutely love, she did a video quite recently which was Claire and Gabe doing a digital detox day. So one day a week they have like a no social media day, and I thought that was so interesting, and I definitely want to try and implement it into my life. And if you're sitting there thinking that's not for me, like, you know, I don't have a problem with that, then just reflect on yourself and reflect on what kind of apps you're opening, what kind of people you see on your social media, and along those lines I would really recommend to just cut them out. If there is anything negative on your social media timeline or anything that you are watching or subscribing to, cut them out, because it is not helpful for you in a mental way. It is so important to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with positivity and inspiration, whether that is you going on Instagram and you're just seeing models all the time and you're just continually comparing yourself to them. Unfollow them and follow some inspirational people instead. A way that I found along the lines of toxicity is to just cut anything that is toxic out of your life. It is really important to kind of reflect around not just social media like I've just spoken about, but also in real life. What are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people who, when you leave, you feel really uplifted and positive, or are you surrounding yourself with people that when you leave them you just feel really drained and empty and just like lifeless? It is a fact that the circle that you surround yourself with really dictates who you are and who you become, and it is so important to make sure that you do reflect on that. A final thing for helping getting mentally healthy is to just do things for yourself. Don't do things because you feel like you have to, and just do things for yourself. That's what I've been doing recently, especially in regards to working out. Previously I had to work out from a stance of I need to be fit and strong for my course and for the career that I wanted to do, whereas now I want to be fit and strong and I want to work out because I want to feel good about myself. So for the next section, we're going to talk about being physically healthy. These are things that I've kind of found that's super helpful when it comes to getting to that, and I hope that they're helpful for you guys. So the first thing I've spoken about is regular exercise. Obviously whatever that looks like for you, whether it's going on a walk or a bicycle ride, whatever that looks like for you guys. So I recently started working out. I was doing working out every day, but I've decided I'm just going to cut it down to 4 days a week, which, you know, kind of goes along with the fact that I tend to work myself too hard, and that in turn kind of takes all of the healthiness away from working out. And the thing with exercise and working out is that you have to have a really healthy relationship with it. So make sure that you are kind of implementing everything in a healthy way and kind of know your limits in regards to that. Along the lines of that, make sure that you are eating well, have a 3 meal a day plan, and don't be afraid to snack. There is nothing wrong with snacking, but try and kind of substitute what you would lean towards. Like I'd lean towards like chocolates and biscuits as snacks, and try and substitute them for things that are healthier. For example, like having some fruit, I love grapes, or some kind of healthy alternatives. I actually made some apple cinnamon chips yesterday and they were absolutely amazing, and I was just snacking on them while I did my uni work, and it was so good to know that I was snacking. I didn't have to feel bad about it because I knew what was in it, I knew that it was healthy, and that's just an example of a way that you can do that. And then in terms of healthy meals, just making sure that you're having the right amount of protein and carbohydrates and everything like that. And obviously that's different for everybody if you have different diets or different goals in relation to like working out or something, but I'd say definitely try to stick to like a 3 meal a day regime, and whatever that looks like for you is okay. There's no pressure. Do you know what I mean? You should never feel like pressured to eat good. Also, it's so okay to have cheat days in relation to food. It's okay to order takeout, it's okay to, you know, indulge in a chocolate bar or two a day. Along the lines of this, don't become obsessive in exercising, eating, all that kinds of things. Don't become obsessive. It is really, really, really not healthy, and that kind of counteracts the whole point of this video, trying to become physically, mentally and spiritually healthy. You can't do that if you become obsessive in it, so kind of just be careful of that. Also, other things, make sure you drink lots of water. So I try and drink 2.5 litres of water every single day. I have a water bottle that tells me exactly like how much water I've drunk, and I tend to use that every single day. It's also really important to make sure that you guys have regular sleep patterns and routines, so kind of going to sleep at the same time every day and waking up at the same time every day. And I've also found that when I have a regular routine for like unwinding before I go to bed and everything like that, I do tend to get the best quality of sleep. So sleep, exercise and like intake is just so important to helping getting physically healthy. So now I'm going to talk briefly about getting spiritually healthy. Now this is something that a lot of people might not be interested in, so if you don't want to watch this, that's totally okay. Now getting spiritually healthy looks different for everyone, whether you're religious or not. I'm going to kind of focus on that. However, if you're not religious, then simple things for getting spiritually healthy might be like doing yoga or like mindfulness exercises. For me, being spiritually healthy is something that I found so crucial. The more time you spend with God every day, the better you feel, and the more positive you feel, and just the closer you feel in your relationship to Him. I'm going to do a whole video about implementing God into your everyday life, because that is such a different topic and I don't want to kind of briefly touch upon that and kind of go over things really quickly. But I've definitely found that making sure that I have dedicated time every day to spend with God is super helpful for getting into that position. So reading my Bible every single day, spending time in prayer and listening to worship music every single day is really helpful. I don't really listen to secular music anymore. I literally just listen to Christian music. One of the YouTubers I watch, Milena, recommended her friend's Christian playlist on Spotify. I was trying to get the words out, I don't know why I couldn't get them out. It's called like Chill Christian or something like that. I will link it down below, but it is honestly one of the best playlists because it's like Christian worship music, but it's also like pop music, and it's just really easy to listen to. And I do find that when I listen to a lot of Christian music, like Christ-centered music, I do feel better spiritually, and all those things are definitely really helpful. But again, I'll talk about that in a later video. So that is pretty much all of the tips that I have from my experience of trying to work on this in myself. I hope this is super helpful. Obviously, like I said, I'm not professional, but I hope you guys can take away something from this video and that you leave feeling motivated and ready to kind of tackle your day and whatever life throws your way. Please look after yourselves, especially during this time of a potential new lockdown. Make sure that you are doing well physically, mentally and spiritually, and check in on each other. I know that there is so much going on, and this is a time when a lot of people are struggling with mental health in various different ways. So please check up on each other, message a friend who you haven't spoken to in a while, and just make sure that everybody is doing okay. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all of the incredible support that I do get on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I recently hit 1k subscribers and it was just so exciting for me, and I just can't wait to grow my channel even more. So please subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload. I upload at 7 PM on a Tuesday. I'm sorry I haven't had any videos recently. I've been trying to kind of figure out what to film, and I've just been so busy and kind of swamped with uni work and things going on in my life. But please do let me know any videos that you guys want to see coming out of my channel, and I will definitely make sure to make them. Also follow me on all my social media. Instagram, Twitter and TikTok are in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in my next. I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.